We continue class with ultimate bearing capacity. So, showing more solve problems. Examples. So, first problem, we have a square footing. Determine the required width of a square footing if the net allowable load is 300 kilonewton. Use a factor of safety of 3. So, we have a square footing class that has a depth of 1 meter and it carries a net allowable load of 300 kilonewton. So we have to note that this footing class is on layered soil. So meron tayong yung soil kung saan nakapatong yung ating footing ay iba dun sa soil na nasa taas niya. So ang gagawin natin is we are going to determine the required width of the square footing. So, how are we going to determine the required width? So, solution. So, saan natin nakukuha yung required width class? We have the Q net allowable, that is 300 Q net. P pala yan. It's not Q. That is P. Hindi, tama. We're going to use, sige, Q. 300 kilonewton over what? B squared. Diba? So, makukuha natin yung B. Pag makukuha natin ito, ano ang Q net allowable? So, we have Q net as what? That is QU minus the effective stress. And Q allowable as what? Q allowable as QU over factor of safety. So, pag sinabi niyang Q net allowable or Q, that is QU minus Q over factor of safety. So, ang gagawin natin, QU minus Q over factor of safety, that is 3, is equal to 300 kilonewton over B squared. Ang question, ano ang QU and Q? So, for us to solve QU class, we are going to use Terzaghi's. So, ano ang Terzaghi's? C and C plus Q and Q plus gamma BN, gamma. And since square ito, 0.4 dyan and 1.3 dito. Okay, for us to use Terzaghi's class, we are going to determine the bearing capacity factors. So, anong gagamitin nating phi? Is it 35 degrees or 25 degrees? So, saan ba nag-a-act ang ating bearing capacity? Sa bottom of the footing. So, yung soil, kung asan yung bottom of the footing, kung saan siya nakapatong, meron siyang coefficient na 25 degrees. Coefficient, angle of friction na 25 degrees. So, ang bearing capacity factors nito, we have NC as 25.13, NQ as 12.72, and we have N gamma as 8.34. Okay, so QUC, meron na tayo, that is 50 kPa. Q, wala tayong Q. So, ano ang Q? Gamma DF. Ano ang gamma DF natin? Check natin. We have 18 by 1. So, this becomes 18 kPa. So, I think we ready to substitute. QU, 1.3. Ano ang C natin? We have 50 kPa. NC, 25.13 plus Q, 18 times 12.72 plus gamma B and gamma 0.4. Gamma natin dito ay 20 gamma B and gamma. Okay? So, i-solve natin to. 13 by 50 by 25.13. It is 1633.45. 18 times 12.72. 18 times 12.72. 228.96 plus, ano to, 0.4 by 20 by 8.34. It is 66.72 B. Okay, so pagsamahin natin, QU is equal to 1862.41. Tama ba? plus 66.72B. Okay, so yan yung QU natin Equate natin dun sa first equation natin kanina. Ano yun, class? QU minus Q. So, 1862.41 666.72B minus Q, that is 18 over factor of safety of 3 is equal to 300 over B squared. So, kung i-multiply natin to ng 3B squared on both side, magiging ano siya? Magiging 1862. Tanggalin na natin yung 18 dun. 1862.41 minus 18. 1844.41 B squared plus, kalimutan ko yung B dito, 66.72 B cube 66.72 B cube is equal to 300. Okay, it is equal to 900. And then, pag input natin yan sa calculator, class, put natin sa calculator, sa equations. Saan ba equations? Saan ang equations? Okay. Polynomial. We have 66.72 minus 1844.41 minus 900. So, we have, tagal ng calculator ko, minus 900. Ba't ganun? Mali naman. 66.72 P cube. Ba't kasi minus 66.72 plus 1844.41 minus 900. Okay. So, we have dalawang complex, and then we have B as 0.689. So, B is equal to 0.7 meters. So, ang hinahanap nating B ay 0.7 meters. So, the depth of the square footing is 0.7 meters. Okay? So, that's it. Next, we have another problem. So, ito naman yung lesson natin na paano naman pag merong moment or eccentric load. How are we going to do this one? Diba? So, in this problem class, we are going to determine the allowable bearing capacity of the isolated rectangular footing, that is 2 meter by 2.3, that is subjected to a vertical load of 450 kilonewton and a moment load of 90 kilonewton per meter. Kapag moment load class, i-assume din natin siya na para din siyang eccentric, diba? So, okay. So, ang gagawin natin, how are we going to get the allowable bearing capacity of this one? So, solution, allowable bearing capacity is equal to QU over factor of safety. So, paano natin makukuha yung QU nito? Eccentric loading siya. Eccentric loading siya dahil sa moment load. So, ang gagawin natin, first, we are going to get the effective area. So, ang gagawin natin din is, we are going to get QU. So, sa substitute natin, QU over 3, that will be the required, that is Q allowable. So, ano ang formula natin ng ating QU? Can we use C and C, Q and Q, gamma, B and gamma ng Terzagis? I think not. Why? Kasi ang Terzagis, made lang siya sa square, strip, and circle. Anong gagamitin natin kapag rectangular? So, ang gagamitin natin kapag rectangular ay Vesich formula. Okay, so, ang formula ni Vesich ay CNC plus shape factor, depth factor, inclination factor, base factor, and we have the base inclination, and we have the ground inclination, plus Q and Q, tapos SQ, DQ, IQ, BQ, GQ, plus 0.5 gamma, BN gamma na, S gamma, D gamma, I gamma, B gamma, and G gamma. So, ito yung formula ng ating QU. So, anong una nating gagawin dyan? How are we going to solve this one? Okay, so first class, we are going to get the effective area. So, i-convert natin yung ating effective area or yung ating effective width. Diba? So, since eccentric siya, class, eccentric yung distribution ng bearing capacity dahil sa moment load. Diba? Because we have a moment that is 90 kN and we have a load that is 450 kilo. We have a load that is 450 kilonewton. So, ang gagawin natin, kunin natin yung ating P prime, yung ating effective width na discuss natin kanina, that this is B minus 2E. So, paano natin makukuha yung ating eccentricity? That is M over P. Kasi, paano naging M over P yan? Because M is equal to P times E. So, E is equal to 90 kilonewton meter over 450 kilonewton. This is 9 over 4.5. 0.2. This is 0.2 meters. So, ang ating B, hindi pala B ang magbabago kasi nga 2.3 pala, nasa 2.3 pala yung ating moment. So, papalitan ko to. It's not B, but it should be what? It should be L. So, it should be L prime, L minus 2E. So, ano ang L nating bago? L prime is equal to 2.3 minus twice of 0.2. This is 1.9 meters. And the effective area, A prime, that is 1.9 by 2. 1.9 by 2. This is 3.8 meters squared. Okay, so, meron pa bang ibang something? Okay, meron pa. So, ano yun, class? the water table is at the bottom of the foundation. If the water table is at the bottom of the foundation, ano ang gagamitin nating gamma? Ang gagamitin nating gamma is, so, water table nagsusulat. Water table at bottom of foundation. So our water table is at the bottom of the foundation. So our gamma is equal to gamma prime, that is gamma sat minus gamma of water. At ang gamma sat natin ay 19 minus 9.81. Ang gamma prime natin ay 19 minus 9.81. 9.19 kilonewton per meter cube. Okay, so papalitan natin yung B dito, yung gamma dito, tapos yung Q natin. Ano ang Q natin? Ano pala ang C? Ang C natin ay 0. 0 yan ha. That's not 6. That is 0. Okay, so ang Q naman natin is equal to what? Effective stress, that is 16 by 1.5. So 16 by 1.5 is equal to 24 kPa. So we have Q, C natin is 0. Okay, so ang gagawin na natin is we are going to get the bearing capacity factors. So for bearing capacity factors, at yun ay what? 25 degrees. Ano ang NC, NQ, at N gamma? Okay, i-check natin sa book. Hahanapin natin sa book. Okay, hindi ko mabuksan yung book ko. Hey, wait lang. I'm looking for the bearing capacity factors. Wait lang. Bearing capacity factors. Okay, so for bearing capacity factors, okay, I found it na. If the angle is 25, for vestige, that this is 20.7, 10.7, and can't see it, 10.9. Wait lang. 20.7, 10.7, and 10.9. So, maliban dyan, check na ito. Ito canceled na. That is 0. Ito, check na to. Check na yan. Check na to. NQ check. So, yung mga factors na lang. So, we have shape factors. Okay. So, we have shape factors. Search ko muna yung formula nito. Okay, shape factors. Ayun. VSH, bearing capacity formulas. So, we are not going to get SC na kasi is-zero na natin siya eh. So, we have SQ 1 plus V over L tangent phi S gamma. Okay, dito na lang yung isa. S gamma, that is 1 minus 0.4 B over L. So in shape factors class, we are going to use B prime class. So in getting the shape factors.